Hey guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. I got another battle box for you. This is mission 113 for the month of July 2024. Hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we just wrapped up our article for the first half of 2024 for BattlBox. And, you know, going back over those was really fun, being able to look at some of the gear that we had already covered for you, writing about our favorite ones, the ones that stood out. It was really a great time. And hearing from you along the way was a lot of fun too. And ironically, you know, this is July, and I said went up to July. It's actually from January to June that we did that first 6 months. But the last month, June, received 100% positive comments from everybody, and there's a reason why. So I want to get off into this right away. This is the mission brief, and BattlBox is based on 4 tiers, if you remember right. The basic, the advanced, the pro, and the pro plus. One builds upon the other. And get out there on battlebox.com and you can get all the dope that you need. So let's talk about this basic box. And again, this is one of those that everyone has said best box so far in 2024. For sure. First thing is the cat tongue glow gription tape 2-pack. That's this stuff right here. I haven't gotten it out because you've already seen us do reviews on this stuff. And I got to tell you, it works. It's as advertised. You put it on a clean surface, and whatever you put on top of it, it's not going to slide around. Where I found it very useful was in my truck, putting my phone up, just laying it up there, and it's not riding around on the dash. Coffee cup, it wouldn't go anywhere. You know, your coffee will spill out if you go too hard, but it's not going to lose the cup. You can also put this around handles to use it for grip tape. And I mean, there's just all kinds of different things you can do with this, but that's the first item in the basic box. The second item is a lighter. It's from Tactica. It's the X.100 Survival Lighter. Now, we have seen something like this, and that was several years ago. And I brought it out here too to show you. This is it right here. This comes from Exotac, and we have really enjoyed this, and it has never let us down. And I don't think that I've filled it one time in 5 years. And there you go. It's still going. A little bit light, but it's still going. So this one from Tactica is absolutely heavy duty tank tough. And it's going to be everything that one is, I'm sure. But I put some fluid in it today, and I haven't had it out, but these are great to have. You know, everybody wants a Bic lighter. You know how important Bic lighters are. But Bic lighters are going to run out at some point. And, you know, you're going to have a flame source, an open flame source. Something like this from Tactica is going to provide you with that open flame source all the time, you know. So, I mean, of course, there's a redundancy on fire that we have to follow. And usually these types of lighters are at the end of the food chain. You start out with a, you know, for me, it would be a ferro rod if I wanted to do that, and I'd go on, maybe do a Bic lighter, and if the Bic lighter failed me, then I would reach into my fire kit and I would grab something like this. This is made out of heavy-duty die cast. It's got an O-ring in it to keep the fuel from coming out, and this little canister right here is what holds your lighter fluid, and there's a O-ring right there also, just in case it gets out the bottom. And on the inside, I don't know if this is going to come out, but yep, there it is. It has a small plug fire starter. If you use this, then you just put more down inside of it. So in an emergency situation, and all you do to fill this up is you unscrew it like so and just fill it up with lighter fluid. Okay, and I believe there's extra flint right there inside that screw. But yeah, and it just fits down in this sleeve right there. And does it tell me what it weighs? No, it's heavier than one from Exotac, but it's a lot sturdier, to be honest with you. So I mean, to me, that is a great add. And then there's one more thing in the basic box, and it is this right here, the TacMed Oleus Modular Bandage. And like all sealed first aid supplies, I don't open them up. I put them in our kits because we might use it sometime. But this is a very peculiar one here. It says it is an advanced wound care solution designed with direct input from the most experienced combat medics and first responders in the world, featuring 3 meters of sterile Z-Pack gauze, that's about 9 feet, behind the wound pack, a removable occlusive plastic sheet for increased treatment versatility, and a true pressure cup to generate focused pressure on the wound site and also act as a rigid ice shield for ocular injuries. Hook and loop control strips are built into the elastic wrap to prevent accidental unrolling, securing the band-aids throughout the application process. This is a very high advanced type of pressure bandage. And if you haven't yet, take a look at Kern's 1776 video on this, because it will show you, he shows you exactly how to put that device right over the wound, and then once you wrap it, it puts extra pressure on top of the wound to stop the bleeding, and then once you get those hook and loops in place, it's not coming loose there. So what a great add that is to anything that is medical. Yeah, that's me every single time. So that is your basic box. I'm going to move on to the advanced box, and this was kind of exciting for me too. This comes from Simple Shot. We were introduced to Simple Shot back in probably, I'm guessing 2014, something like that. I could be wrong, but somebody suggested that we get them in the magazine and take them out on the gear review expeditions that we did. Simple Shot is a slingshot company that was started by Nathan Masters. That's his name, but he is like the go-to slingshot freak out there. I mean, you know, once you learn how to shoot a slingshot, you can become an expert in a short period of time. But Nathan is off the charts. You know, there's guys that are here, and Nathan is way up here. I got to meet him. He was a very impressive guy. And in this particular advanced box, we have the Simple Shot Scout X. It's a nice little kit that they send along. Not only do you get the body right here, you get 2 bands, comes with a lanyard and a tool to be able to change these bands. I haven't tuned these bands, but I just wanted to put them on there because I am going to shoot something right in front, maybe right at you, I don't know. Monessa's behind the camera today. Yeah, if I get her to turn around there, I might make her jump a little bit. But this particular kit that comes from them, it's a 3-piece kit. You get the slingshot, and inside here you get 2 different bands, one for clay shot and another one for the steel shot. You cannot shoot steel out of that clay. You can end up hurting yourself pretty bad. You got a target here, and there's instructions, all kinds of QR codes to run through. I recommend that if you're not an expert with a slingshot, get out on their website, watch every one of their videos, and it'll help you along your way. So that's the first thing. The second thing is these targets. They are spinner targets is what they're called. You can put them up and shoot at them like this, but they're also clamshell made to where you could actually put something inside of them, like a paper target. It's not going to hold real well, but it can hold stuff. We've used these before. So they put that in there, and then they give you like a massive bag of the clay shot, right? So you can just shoot your way. You don't have to run out and try to find these because they are biodegradable, and they actually will just disintegrate out in the middle of nowhere, you know. So this particular slingshot has some really neat sights on them. I don't know if you can see that right there, the green that's there. Just line them up, load them up, and shoot them. Now this is the beginner's model of Simple Shot, but what you do is you got to find your anchor point. Your anchor point's always got to be the same. Now, because I have not tuned these up, I mean, these bands are really, really loose. You know, my anchor spot is right here on my cheek. Just put it up here. Yes, sir. That's how they work. It's a great thing. You know, we hunted squirrels with these back. What year did I get that deer tick, that Lyme disease thing happening in my leg? It was probably about 2020, maybe. I had one of his slingshots out with me squirrel hunting. They will take down a squirrel. They'll take down mid-sized game with the right shot and the right bands. They'll take down mid-sized animals like a raccoon, if you hit them right. You know, possum, if you hit them right. So that is your advanced box. Isn't that exciting? I love these. That's for sure. So now that takes us on to the Pro Box. And the Pro Box, it just keeps getting better with this, doesn't it? With this particular box. The Pro Box has got an item in it that we've seen something similar years ago in BattlBox. I can't tell you the year, can't tell you the mission, but there was something like this. And this is called the Pod Extreme. And this is a jump starter for any 12-volt vehicle, whether it's gas or it is diesel. And this guy is powerful. It's awesome. It comes in its own case, as you can see here. And this is the guy right here. It's got a built-in flashlight with it. It has USB ports, 2 of them, that you can actually charge things like a cell phone. And then I'm presuming that this is the input here. It says so right here. It says Type-C in, which would be this. I'm presuming this is the charging cable, and you have to have a USB block either for your vehicle or for an outlet, a 110 outlet at home or in your shop or whatever. I turned it on here when we pulled it out of the box, and it's at 100%. It holds its charge for a long time. And they recommend that you charge it about once a month if you're not using it, just to keep it up to snuff. But what you do is you charge it up, you put it inside of your glove compartment or in your box inside your truck. And when it's time to jump start somebody, maybe you, this is all you do is you plug these in to the top up here. I'm not going to actually plug them in, but I'm going to show you how it goes. Well, I can plug them in without it being turned on, just like so. They're dummy proof, right? Just lay that up near your battery. You hook up the positive and the negative, and it'll fire you up right now. So it's a really good ad, and for an advanced box, it's great. Now, there's one thing that I had questions on, that in the paperwork it shows that there was a cigarette lighter type of charger. Now, I don't know if that's an option or if that's something that was not added to my kit here, but you know, I want some of you to comment, if you would please, on this particular question I have. But even if I have to go out and buy my own, I could use the USB one. And this will go in my truck, and this time it will not get away from me. So whoever took the other one, I hope you are enjoying it, because you broke my heart. All right, let's move on to the Pro Plus box, or the knife of the month. You're going to like this one. This is called the BSD Brooder. Brandon, or Braden, that's his name, Braden Sweeten, designed this particular knife, and I've never met the young man, but I've been told that he is a real thinker, and he's the one that put all the brain matter into the development of this particular knife. I've been fooling around with it since the day that it arrived in the box, in and out, just checking it out. You know, is this something that I would take out in place of, you know, my main EDC that's in my pocket every single day, no matter where I go, the CRKT by Kit Carson. I really like this one here, but, you know, it's rugged. I got to have rugged because I beat on that just like I do a fixed blade knife. People say I'm crazy, but I've had that for probably 4 years and it's never failed me. That's how I judge pocket knives. Now this seems to be a solid build. It's a little loose, going back and forth, left to right, you know, so I may not be able to use it to baton with, but I can tell you that I could feather stick with this. I could do anything fine with this. Out of the box it came super sharp. Yeah, that's just taking the hair off there, and if I'm not careful, my sweaty skin will cause me to end up bleeding all over the camera. We don't want to do that. All right, let me tell you a little bit about this knife. All right, function and beauty. This 7.5 inch overall knife is called the Brooder, coming in at 107 grams with a 3.5 V10 blade. That's a stainless blade. The Brooder is ready for any EDC task, including the ones that need some brute force. The marriage of micarta and stainless scales really set this liner lock folder apart from the crowd. It's a beautiful knife, it really is. Overall length is 7.15 inches. The blade is 3.5. Stainless steel with micarta, I told you that. Deep carry pocket clip, and of course it's got the liner lock. So, you know, it's going to be up for grabs whether or not I want to take this out for my main EDC. Now, I can tell you that I would put this in my pocket for a night out on the town, going out to dinner or whatever. I'm a pocket knife guy, just something I've done my whole life. I can say right now that definitely it would be great gentleman's knife, you know. So that is a really nice add. It's a beautiful knife. I mean, the way they put this together is really, really slick. It's slender, it's lightweight. You know, it would be nothing inside of your pocket. So there you go. That's mission number 113 from BattlBox for the month of July. And you, oh wow, hold on here, hold on. You see this here, Battle Vault? I've gotten a lot of emails asking me if we've done anything with Battle Vault. This is something that's exclusive for all you battle boxers. They've got some really great prices inside of there. I won't be able to quote you because I just don't have that kind of a memory. I see so many numbers all the time. But one of the things that we mentioned was the Grail GeoPress. They retail for $99.99. I know this because we've done a lot of work with the Grail company. $99.99 for the GeoPress. You can get it through the Battle Vault for only $62 something. You know, over $30 off. And that is the #1 purifier in the world right now. It just does a great job. So get out, check out Battle Vault for those of you that are actual subscribers, and you won't be disappointed, that's for sure. I've got my list I'm building, and I'm going to get out and break out the credit card and buy a few things to save some money. So appreciate you watching, appreciate all your support, the fine emails that you send, the comments you give, and all the suggestions that you have for us. So until next time, you guys be safe out there no matter what you're doing or where you're at.